times a polynomial. We just use those rules of multiplying powers, what we did in our last unit. We multiply the coefficients, we add the exponents. It's the distributive property. It's when you take this outside term and multiply it to all of the inside terms. So like, here's my monomial times a binomial. I just take the outside term and go boop, boop, and I multiply. It's the distributive property, except the difference, what we may not be used to, but it's a pretty easy adaptation, is that we're just multiplying exponents, or we're multiplying variables with exponents. All you're doing is distributing. The difference is that this time, in the past, we would have just had a 10 on the outside. Now we have a 10x squared. So you have to be able to multiply powers. Nothing brand new. It's just taking two skills we already have and putting them together. Which is nice. I put that on the wrong side of me. All right, so I have to pull up the assignment. That would be helpful, huh? So just think, remember to yourself, operations with exponents. Multiply your coefficients, add your exponents. Deal? Here we go. Number 1, 2y squared, that's my monomial, times y to the 5th minus 4y, times a binomial. It's a polynomial. Monomial times a polynomial. And again, all I'm doing is taking this outside term and multiplying it to both, since it's a binomial, terms on the inside. 2y squared times y to the 5th is 2. Y to the 7th, add your exponents. 2y squared times negative 4y. Well, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Y squared times y is y to the 3rd. And I'm done. I can't combine them. They're different variables. Finished. Campus.
We have to put the leading coefficient.
No, you do not need to identify the leading coefficient and the name, unless asked. All right. Number 2, 3mn times m squared n to the 3rd plus 2mn. Again, it's just the distributive property. And if you know your rules, we're good to go. It's just combining two things we already know how to do. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. M times m squared is m to the 3rd. N times n to the 3rd is n to the 4th. Stop airplay. Oh, I lost internet. Totally lost internet. That's awesome. All right, online students, I should be back. Hopefully. We lost the internets, so that was fun. I need to change this. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, I'm coming back. We're back. Hopefully back in business. Online, can you see and hear me? Are we back? Okay, continuing on. -3 times 2 is -6. M times m is m squared. N times n is n squared. And I'm done. They are not like terms. They stay together. Or they stay apart. They can't go together. All right, number 9. 9. Yep, I meant number 3. Starts with the number 9. 9 p to the 3rd q to the 4th times 3 p to the 3rd minus 5q. Do not get intimidated because there are variables and exponents. Take it a step at a time. We know that we're distributing. We're taking the outside term times the inside term times the second term. Both terms get multiplied by the outside term. If it was a trinomial, we'd do it 3 times. If it was a 4-term polynomial, you'd do it 4 times. Now we take each chunk, multiply the coefficients, add the exponents. 9 times 3 is 27. P to the 3rd times p to the 3rd, add the exponents, is p to the 6th. Q to the 4th just stays q to the 4th because there's no q to combine it with in the first term. The second, 9 times -5 is -45. P to the 3rd, there's nothing to combine it with, so it says p to the 3rd. Q to the 4th times q to the 1st is q to the 5th. And I'm done. This is standard form. Exponents make 10 and these make 8, so this is the larger of the exponents. One more with me being leader. 3r to the 4th. Oh my goodness. Is this how today's gonna go? Sorry, we lost internet again. Where's my pen? There it is. All right, number 4. 3r to the 4th times 5r squared minus r plus 4. So you're still, it's a trinomial. Distribute. but to all three of them. 3 times 5 is 15. R to the 4th times R squared is R to the 6th. 3 times -1 is -3. R to the 4th times R to the 1st is R to the 5th. 3 times 4 is 12. R to the 4th times nothing is R to the 4th. It's the distributive property and multiplying powers. We're combining both skills. All right, try this. 7c times c to the 3rd minus 2c squared plus 5. Try that one out. See how it goes. I'll put up number 6. Try those two. I'll ask for volunteers in just a second. Is there a volunteer for number 5? Go for it, Aiden.
You take 7c and you carry down the 7 because there's nothing to multiply, it's just a 1.
Got it.
And then you add c and c to the 3rd for c to the 4th.
Perfect.
And then you take 7c and multiply it by -2c to the 2nd squared. And you get -14c to the 3rd.
Good.
And then you multiply 7c times, or 7 times 5, you get 35, and then you just add the c.
Got it. Multiply the coefficients, add the exponents. Anyone want to do explain number 6? Bryson.
Okay, first you multiply -3 and square times -3 and 2,
Okay.
and that's 6 and the
-3 times -2 is +6. Perfect. Keep going.
Then you multiply -3 and square times 7n, so it's going to be -21 and cubed.
Okay.
Then you multiply -3 and square and 4n, so it would be -12 n to the 3rd.
Last but not least. OMG. I lost internet again. I don't understand why the internet is so bad today. All right, so you should have written down for number 6, hopefully. 6 n to the 5th minus 21 n to the 3rd minus 12 n to the 3rd. Yes? The last two terms are like terms. Good news is the airplay code's different this time. Maybe that means that we won't lose it. Unlikely, but. The last two terms are like terms, so we need to combine them since they're like terms. 6n to the 5th minus 33n to the 3rd. You could also combine them up here when they're in parentheses and rewrite the problem. It does not matter where they get combined. All right, here's 7 and 8. W to the 3rd. 3w squared plus 2w plus 5w to the 4th. So it could be a monomial times a binomial plus a monomial. So maybe we're going to start combining skills. You treat it like order of operations. Always do parentheses first, exponents, multiply, divide, then add, subtract. Then you add, subtract. W to the 3rd times 3w squared is 3w to the 5th. W to the 3rd times 2w is plus 2w to the 4th plus 5w to the 4th. Combine like terms, 3w to the 5th plus 7w to the 4th. So now we're just adding on a skill we already know. Z times the quantity 5z minus 3 minus 2z. So again, it is order of operations. We just have exponents and variables in there. That's okay. It doesn't change the process. The process is still the same. You distribute first. Z times 5z is 5z squared. Z times negative 3 is negative 3z minus 2z. And then combine like terms. 5z squared minus 5z. Right? So distribute, combine like terms. Distribute, combine like terms. Last two. Y squared times negative 4y plus 5 minus 6y squared. 2x, 3x squared plus 4 minus 3x squared. Try those two out. I'll reveal my answers for you to check your work alongside.